For everybody out there that's ever wondered how to get your dog to sit, this is how it's done. So first I made sure that he liked what I had. I'm using a little bit of cheese here. My dog doesn't love cheese. Next, I just made sure I could move him around with a little bit. So that tells me he's comfortable enough with me that he'll still take food from me and work a little bit. You can tell, I mean, this way his head is real low and he's kind of slinking around. He's still a little nervous about me, but that's okay. We'll get there. You know, he's just got to see that, you know, I'm not going to beat him or anything. What are you doing back there, buddy? Come on. But the first way I teach this, before they really know what sit means, right? It's going to be a long time before I say the word sit to get him to sit. Because the first way I introduce it is food in hand and luring him into position. Which is just, luring is just anytime I've got food in my hand and I kind of manipulate the way I'm holding it to get them to take one position. I guess that's a good definition. There you go. So here we go. I'm going to lure. Right, so I got this. Take his nose up. Yes. As soon as his butt goes down, so remember that. Nose goes up, butt goes down. As soon as it does, I just say yes, slight pause, give him the treat. Oh, now I can also have him sit up. Yes. And remember, my words don't matter at this point. The only thing he's doing is following food right now. I just want to make sure that he understands how to follow my hand to get into position, and then I'll start working on the rest. Yes. So remember, got that treat up against his nose, right up against it. Not out here, not here, not here, here. Right up against his nose. Nose goes up, butt goes down. And just give him a second to think about it. So that's how you get it down, but we'll get to that later. Yes. So these first several times I've had the food in my hand, right? So I said that was luring, right? Okay. For me personally, after the first 2 or 3 times, I do my best to get the food out of my hand no matter what the trick is. There are a few exceptions of more advanced stuff where I'll keep luring for a while because maybe I'm relying more on muscle memory or something like that. But for him to know what the word sit means, at some point I've got to get that food out of my hand, and then I still reward, but it goes something like this. So, yes. So it's just my empty hand. I'm holding it the same way as if I was holding a treat, and I still pay him with a treat afterward. Yes. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to change the picture a little bit. Might not seem like a big deal to me and you, but when I stand up, it's going to be totally different to him. So he might be a little bit overwhelmed by my being so tall all of a sudden. You know, because me and him really just met. So, and he's young, you know, so I'm not going to expect too much of him, but if I can get a sit with that, I'll just teach him that, hey, what I'm asking now with my little hand signal, right, my empty hand, it's the same thing as it was when I was sitting down. Yes. 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 So you see all that hopping around he's doing. That's fine, I don't mind. Yes. But I wanna make sure that my timing with my yes is right in line with when all 4 paws are on the floor and his butt. Yes. Good job. Good boy. Are you ready? And every time I'm going to get a little bit further away from his face, right? So right here, right up on him. Yes. got me. This time I'll be a little further. Yes. Come on. Yes. See how I'm getting closer and closer to being fully standing up? Come on. Yes. And now, this is my criteria before I introduce a word. I need to be fully standing up, be able to throw a hand signal without giving them any additional help, and then there needs to be like no delay. Like he's not like looking at that hand signal like, what does that mean? He's just doing it, then I'll add a word in. But I'm still using the hand signal. So it goes something like this. Sit. Yes. That yes is still super important there. Lets him know what he's going to get paid for. Sit. Yes. And now I'll start making that hand signal less and less obvious. Sit. Yes. Good. Come on. Sit. Okay. Sit. Yes. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I changed the way I held my hand from kind of like from like this, like I'm holding a treat, which is what he's gotten used to. Yes. To holding it a little bit more loose. Right? And that confused him just that little bit, because dogs really pay attention to our body language, way more than we realize. Sit. Yes. Good. Come on. Sit. Hey. Sit. Yes, good. Good job.